Are you ready to bolt back into Standard but don't have the $545 for Sultai midrange? Or the energy for a $300 Sultai energy deck? I don't blame you, those decks leave me quite Sultai myself. Blast yourself back into the scene with a $30 Wizard deck for Magic the Gathering, with Wizard Prowess. Wizard Prowess is a competitive, fine-tuned, fast and fun, and best of all, affordable way to play Magic the Gathering at Friday Night Magic, the Standard Showdown, or just with friends. The deck's headline talent is Adeliz. The Cinderwind, a legendary wizard with a legendarily low price of 15 cents each. For 1 mana of any color, 1 red and 1 blue, the Cinderwind is a 2/2 flying haste human wizard who gives all wizards you control +1/+1 until end of turn, whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell. This includes herself, so she essentially has prowess, but it stacks up very nicely with other wizards who have prowess. By running cards such as Soul-Scar Mage and Spellweaver Eternal, if the Cinderwind is in play, then an instant or sorcery lets these wizards double dip, getting +1 from their own prowess and another +1 from the Cinderwind. What's more, both these cards have other great abilities. Soul-Scar Mage, our 1-drop wizard with prowess, makes it so that if a source you control would deal non-combat damage to a creature an opponent controls, put that many -1/-1 counters on that creature instead. This is super helpful for cutting creatures down to size with spells like Lightning Bolt, or just avoiding damage-based triggers like Enrage. Spellweaver Eternal, our 2-drop wizard with prowess, has Afflict 2, meaning whenever it becomes blocked, defending player loses 2 life. We also run 4 Ghitu Lavarunner. Are you seeing these prices, by the way? A 1/2 wizard for 1 red, but as long as there are 2 or more instant or sorcery cards in your graveyard, Ghitu Lavarunner gets +1/+0 and has haste. So Lavarunner also benefits from the Cinderwind when instants or sorceries are cast, but if you have, say, an Opt and Abrade in your graveyard already, this is practically a Goblin Guide. 2/2 haste? Yeah, sure, it can't swing in for 2 turn 1, but can theoretically get there as early as turn 2, which is quite powerful nonetheless. Our next creature is the very self-protecting Riddleform, of which we run a playset of. Another 15-cent card, Riddleform is an enchantment for 1 and 1 blue, which becomes a 3/3 flying creature whenever you cast a non-creature spell. Seeing as this deck is essentially Prowess Tribal, that's something you'll likely be doing every turn once you get a few wizards in play. While Riddleform can be disenchanted, it still has good self-protection when not active, and a 3/3 flyer that can swing in as early as turn 3 is a solid workhorse, Sphinx. So what spells are we running to power our prowess? 4 Wizard's Lightning, which, take a look at our creatures, they are almost all wizards, so this might as well say 4 Lightning Bolt, and 4 Lightning Strike. We'll also run a full playset of Shock. With this lineup, our opponents are toast before turn 5. Where's your Scarab God now, suckers? The deck also runs a playset of Warlord's Fury. A simple sorcery for 1 red, Warlord's Fury gives creatures you control first strike until end of turn, and you draw a card. The first strike can really help you cut down or sometimes swing through your opponent's forces, although the fact that this is a sorcery means no combat tricks. Drawing a replacement card is great, however, and sometimes I find myself casting this just for the Prowess and Cinderwind triggers and then drawing into a Lightning Bolt, which I then also cast. Or perhaps our playset of Opt. Scry 1, draw a card. Simple. Fantastic for avoiding mana flood or drawing extra copies of the Cinderwind. Our mana base is where the real cost is, with 4 Sulfur Falls costing $4.50 each, and comprising $18 of this $30 deck. They're necessary though, as we can't slow down for tap lands, and don't want to find ourselves short a color when the winning blast of Wizard's Lightning could finish the game for us. In fact, if you wanted to shave off 4 lands from the 7 islands and 9 mountains, you can upgrade this deck with a playset of Spirebluff Canals. $8 each, meaning you'll need to spend $32 just for those 4 lands. My goodness. I've done a lot of testing, and Canal is not a must-run. It does obviously help, and hey, if you've already got 1 or 2 in the binder, toss them in. But I have and still run this list as is, at $30, without the upgraded Canals, and it does great. What about our sideboard? Our sideboard runs 3 Abrade. Can't hit players, but it'll take out artifacts if needed. An important option given the rise of historic decks. A pair of Fanatical Firebrands for when you need to lower your curve a bit and be more aggressive. And I've had fantastic results with a pair of Wizard's Retort, which in our deck is original counterspell. And if you need to lean away from burn and into control, 3 Negate and 3 Spell Pierce are also great options. Finally, Kari Zev's expertise to gain control of target creature until end of turn, and cast a card with mana cost 2 or less without paying for it. Fantastic surprise for our opponents with big baddies. In the end, Wizard Prowess has everything I love in a deck. Tribal synergy, the ability for any combination of cards within it to work dynamically with one another, the direct damage of spells like Lightning Bolt in red, and the control of spells like Opt and Counterspell in blue. Is it a blast? Yes, it is. And at only about $30, you can show up to Friday Night Magic with something different, something fast and something fun. I hope very much this video has been of some help to you. What deck would you like to see me do a tech on next? Let me know in the comments below. And remember, Tolarian Community College t-shirts, Tolarian Community College playmats, coffee mugs, dice bags, lapel pins, and so much more is available in the student store at www.tolariancommunitycollege.com/store. So check it out and wear your campus colors with pride at your local Friday Night Magic. And this video is brought to you by my and many other people's local game store, Card Kingdom, a brick-and-mortar pillar of this community, as well as the Patreon support of viewers such as you. These are the people that keep Tolarian Community College going and growing strong. So thank you.